Legend of Ymir is coming out on October the 28th. It's supposed to be the next big MMO. A whole bunch of us from Odin are going to try this game out. I'm very skeptical because I don't know anything about Web3 crypto games, but it looks really good. I'm going to cover all the heroes. There was a live stream yesterday from the company talking about the heroes, about their optimization, and I want to show you each of the heroes, what their skills are, and we're going to start it off by showing the rankings over on the Korean server because this game has been out for 200 days. And from that stream yesterday, they said they're going to take everything from that 200 days and optimize the game for us at global launch again on the 28th. So use my link down below and pre-register for this game and join us over on Discord. A lot of us are going to try it. We're still going to be playing Odin, but we're going to see how this one pans out. I found it really interesting that there are a lot of Berserkers. This is the top CP on each of their servers in Korea. And there's Warlord, Skald, which is the healer, Berserker, Archer, Warlord again, Berserker. And from all the videos I've seen, they always downplayed Berserker. Like it wasn't that good of a class. But from what I can see, there are a lot of people playing Berserker. What I don't see is the mage. You have to go all the way down to rank 24 to see your first Volva at 400,000 CP. And don't Google Volva at work. It's not safe for work. And then to go down even further, it takes a while to see your next Volva. And that's the big AoE mage class. I don't see why there aren't more high CP. I guess the whales are just stuck on the warlords, the skalds, the berserks, and the archer. Now, they didn't have archer on day one like we're going to have on the global server. Let's start with Berserker because I'm seeing a lot of Berserkers here and they are supposed to be the main tank with a lot of control, stuns, pull-ins. This video is us watching a video, so it's not going to be the best quality, but you can see he pulls in the monsters, does AoE attacks once he pulls them in, and then has a counterattack. But it's a counterattack that does AoE, at least cone damage in front of him. So I think this guy looks pretty good. He's probably got some other control abilities as well. He's supposed to be the main tank of the game. So I would think that it's like any tank, but with control, which makes it awesome to me. I love playing these types of heroes. Now, all these videos are over on their main website if you want to see a clearer version of them. And then he's got this big, like thundering, this attack right here, which again makes me think this class looks really fun. Now, melee classes and all these type of Korean MMOs take way longer to level because it just takes longer for you to get to the target. Those range classes like archers and mages always are faster at leveling. That doesn't mean they're better heroes in general, but it does make it a little bit easier for leveling. Not necessarily easier when you go to those main story quest bosses when you have to instance in and fight those bosses, but definitely easier once you're strong and you're just sitting there farming, looking for gear to do your item collection and farming all day long. It is faster. So a lot of people do gravitate to ranged. Archer actually looks really good. I love this kind of class. It's got the run and gun style to it. It looks like this game does have a little bit of movement or at least an evasion skill when you're fighting. You've got the, hail of arrows, an AoE attack. You've got the single target attack that looks fast. She has that black hole pull-in that looks huge. Look at that. It's a big area to pull in a whole bunch of enemies. Now, this is PvP too. There's a lot of PvP in these games. This is going to be us pulling in enemies and shooting them down. And then I like that she has this turret. She lays down these arrows that just fire off. And it looks like it's something that you can, place and forget about, and it's going to keep doing damage. And it looked like she just did some kind of evasion move. It didn't say that in the bottom, but you saw her clearly jump back and do some kind of quick evasion. And I don't know if this game has that type of gameplay. There's the turret right there that you throw down and it just keeps firing for you. That's easy play for a lot of people because you can keep doing damage while it's doing damage. So that is definitely a lot of additional damage and then pulling things in. So I think the archer class looks fun. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people playing the archer and the mage on day one. Now, we saw Warlord at the two highest combat powers on all the Korean servers. That just means whatever whale is playing that class. Doesn't mean it's the best class, but after 200 days, you would think they have a good feel of what the best class is for something like PvP and the highest damage for PvE, for going out there and fighting bosses. But this is supposed to be the PvP class to go for. It's going to have a lot of knockdowns, a lot of control. You can see that it actually has some range. It's not just melee. That was a fast move there where he flew in and attacked somebody. So if you can, and again, if you can fly in and attack people in PvP this quick, knock them down, it's got a lot of trips, they said, and just deal out massive damage, then yeah, I can see why. And it's got range. That's just wild. If it's got AoE, ranged, fast attack to close ground like that, and then even if they do run away from you, you can do some ranged again to finish them off. Sounds fun. It's got some pretty fancy moves. Let's see what the Volva's got. I didn't look at her skills yet. I did see that she was raining down some elemental things on a whole bunch of enemies that she pulled in, or at least that she was next to. It's what you would assume from any mage that you've seen in any game. I'm sure she's going to have some kind of teleport. Yep, we just saw it right there. She's going to have AoE attacks, and it will be a fun class to play, especially if you're strong. Now, there are classes that are better used if you're a spender or you're in a good guild and you're getting that really good gear than something like a free-to-play class, which I think the healers would be better for free-to-play. They do say that with the Skald, which we're going to see next, the AoE damage it does, self-sustained healing, healing others, reviving, that it's easier for somebody to at least stay alive, not have to worry about health pots, not have to worry about refreshing, going back to town and getting those health pots or whatever else we're going to need to actually farm. Speaking of farming, I found out that you can do AFK farming offline, but in Odin, when you're offline, your hero is still there and can be killed by other players, and of course that will stop you from farming. In this game, when you go offline farming, your hero isn't there, isn't physically there for people to kill, and you'll still be as if you were there and get all that loot. Okay, I haven't really been paying attention, but I can just see that she has a whole bunch of AoE abilities. I'm sure she's got some cool things to maybe stun, freeze, teleport, get additional crit rate, you know, do some massive damage really quickly to a whole bunch of units. Skald to me looks like a fun class to play because you know there aren't going to be a lot of people playing this class. This is a class where you could join a guild. If it's a guild that does really well, gets a lot of gear, and even though you might not be a big spender, as long as you're active playing the game, you're making your hero strong, they might feed you gear because they need you. They need you at bosses, they need you at raids, and most people don't go and play the healer, the reviver, the buffer. They want to play the DPS class or the control class, which I don't blame you. It's always fun to be able to play those classes, but this doesn't look bad. You're still doing AoE damage. It's slow. It's not going to be as strong as the mage, but you've got buffs. You've got heals. You don't have to worry about, again, going to get those health pots in town because you're healing yourself. So you can just farm all day. You can sit there for 12 hours of farming when you're at work and not have to worry about micromanaging your hero. Because other classes might need placement. They're obviously going to take damage. So if they don't have a way to heal back that damage, you're going to have to go get health pots throughout the day. So it looks good. I think I might actually play a Skald. You guys let me know about each of these classes down below. Come and join us on October the 28th. Join us on Discord so you can talk to us all about the game. I hope it's good. The link is down below to pre-register. I will see you all in a video soon.